Jammer Wall is an underrated feature on Classic, but I think this feature would be very good on Animal Jam Play Wild, and here's why. I'll tell you my idea for a Jammer Wall concept as well as why it would work better on Play Wild than it already does here on Classic. Hope you all enjoy. So the Jammer Wall was introduced in 2015 in Animal Jam Classic. That means that it's been around for almost around the same time as Play Wild itself. It introduced before Play Wild left a beta, so it's been around for over 8 years already, and that means that it's probably time for it to join on to Play Wild, alright? I think the Jammer Wall is a pretty cool feature. It's underused on here mostly because it's really buggy and laggy. I think the whole Jammer Wall thing's actually pretty cool, and I wish it was used by more people other than just trade lists and wish lists. So how could I make the Jammer Walls work on Play Wild? Well, the first thing I did was I implemented badges and name cards into the design. I'll show on the screen a picture of a edit I made for a Jammer Wall concept for Play Wild, and this is what it looks like. The first thing you see is on this side where these stickers would be are the badges, and those badges are obviously stuff that you earn from the badge system. This got implemented not too long ago, and that means that there aren't that many badges right now, so everyone mostly has the exact same inventory. So for now at least it won't be too impressive, but eventually once there's a lot more badges, people could show off the ones they like the most on here as little icons. Like some of them already have cool icons like the dinosaur one and the phantom one, like this phantom sticker right here. The stickers on the Jammer Wall don't mean anything. They're just available here for you to choose, and they don't mean anything. They're little icons. So the badges actually could make another use on here, and it would also be similar to how stamps worked on Club Penguin. I believe that you were able to put those stamps onto your profile, like your player card, and people could like look at it. But I never played Club Penguin, I just heard about that. One other thing that Play Wild has that could definitely be used in the Jammer Wall would be all the different types of masterworks. There are many different types of masterworks in Play Wild by now. We have masterpieces, masterpiece wallpapers, we got master blocks, master tracks, all those different types, which definitely could be used in the Jammer Wall. So normal masterpieces and master blocks could be displayed here on the side, where these masterpieces are already on the classic Jammer Wall. You could put 3 of your choice, as shown in the concept there, because any more than that, it kind of already looks crowded. I don't know, maybe if they were able to, they could like introduce a little arrow system. You could click over here and bam, you'll be able to scroll through more masterpieces, but that's a little bit of a stretch. Next thing could be the masterpiece wallpaper in the background. On the classic Jammer Wall, they just gave you a ton of default wallpaper things you could set your page to, but it's not too great because there's only a certain number that you could use. Sure, it's better than the amount of wallpapers that you own, but I think Play Wild could do this even better with the masterpiece wallpaper feature. You could use the masterpiece wallpaper you own as the background image for your Jammer Wall. I know many people would probably be good enough to actually make something like this and actually make cool looking masterpiece wallpaper in the background. And let's talk about master tracks. You may be asking, what would master tracks have to do in here? Well, most of you probably don't know, and I never was on it either, but there used to be this social media company called MySpace, and one of the prime features of that service was you were able to add music onto your homepage. So let's think of an idea similar to MySpace, where you have the master track, or maybe normal music as well, but mostly master track, playing here, and you're able to just listen to it while you're on here. You could click the little eye icon like you're in a den just to see all the stuff and like it and whatever. I think that would be pretty cool for people that don't visit dens often, because there probably are a few of those. Another way to use your masterworks would be pretty cool to have on the Jammer Wall. Stepping aside from customization, let's think about just Play Wild system with Jammergrams. Play Wild right now can only send Jammergrams to a buddy. It's limited, and another thing that Play Wild has that Classic doesn't have is Jammergrams can be overwritten. So there's a 200 Jammergram limit on the inbox, and those jamograms could then be written over with the next one that pops in, because it never says your inbox is full, unlike Classic. So if you had an old jamogram from a few years ago and you got more than 200, it's gone. It got overwritten. That might be one of the reasons why jamograms were never made for all people. I'm not sure. Either way, the jammer wall would be a good semi-replacement to this because anyone can write on it. I guess technically PackChat exists right now, but PackChat is not really used that much, and it's not really optimized either. Like, I think I made a Pack Ideas video then, and I wanted notifications to pop up on the PackChat, like Discord or something, but that never happened. So PackChat is kind of like out of the business. It's also not for everyone either. You have to be in the pack, so only 100 people could talk that way. The jammer wall could work brilliantly for Play Wild. It's designed around a mobile interface, kinda. Like, the little middle thing would definitely work pretty well with Play Wild, and that would be pretty cool. That's even the reason why I didn't put a scroll bar here. You could use your finger to move back and forth up between them. And one of the best things about that would also be you could be able to send messages to people offline. This would be better than even like trading chat or something. It would be pretty useful. The only reason why people don't use it on Classic is because jamograms are just so good. That's the obvious explanation for this. All right, another thing I wanted to mention about my little mock-up is, first off, the photo booth does not exist in Play Wild yet, so my fix around for that was to basically take the player card image from when you open a player card and make it that. I'm not sure if this would even look that great, but if you could like twirl around the animal like you can with the player card, it would be fine enough. And another thing that you can see with my little concept is name cards customization, as well as badges. And that's just to implement more of the name tag and badge type thing. It's also a way to replace those different pattern and colors that are in the Classic version of the jammer wall, which I don't know if that would be really necessary or not. So making it a specific name tag might work well. And remember that missions also give out special name tags, like the weird rock-shaped one from the dinosaur one and stuff like that. So it would still look interesting if you were looking for something interesting. The only thing that would be disappointing would be, well, this jammer wall would probably be members only. And my guess is because there are so many features in here that, well, not really so many features, but there are features in here that could be only used by members, like the name tags and badges. So I would guess they would pull a similar thing on Classic and make this jammer wall for members only. But there is a difference between this and Classic, because membership right now is pretty easy to get. You just have to get a shop and sell 600 sapphires and you'll have membership. It's not like you have to pay money anymore unless you want to. So that's not really a barrier anymore. You could just grind a little and you'll get a membership. So what are your ideas? How do you like this idea of putting a jammer wall into Play Wild? I would absolutely love it. One of the reasons why is because, well, my buddy list is full, and if people wanted to jammergram me, that's impossible because they wouldn't be able to buddy me. So if the ability to make a jammer wall was there, I would be happy. If you have any ideas or comments, leave them in the comments, and if you like my content, then why not subscribe? And with that, this is Brad Stormer, storming out.